1. The Reshaping and Redefining of America. We did not vote to change the Republic. We voted to change Washington. We wanted the lies, the corruption, and childish, but they started it, games to end. Instead, we now see that things have only gotten worse, and the change the political elite thought we wanted was a transition to a system based on entitlements and handouts. It is insult upon injury, and a testament to just how out of touch with the common man our two parties have become. To some, this may seem like a sudden hostile takeover. It is not. This has been coming for a long time, and it has been moved down the field by both parties. The only real question was which one would put us into the end zone first. Most Americans remain convinced that the country is on the wrong track. They know that something just doesn't feel right, but they don't know how to describe it, or more importantly, how to stop it. But just because you may not know exactly what your gut is saying doesn't mean that what you're feeling is wrong. It's not. Something hasn't been right for a very long time. America has been slowly pulled off the course charted for us in Philadelphia more than 2 centuries ago, through legitimate emergencies involving war, terror, and economic crises. Politicians on both sides have gathered illegitimate new powers, playing on our fears and our desire for security and economic stability at the expense of our freedoms. And now, after supposedly massive change, not only are we still on the wrong track, but it feels as though our new conductor has just increased the speed at which our misdirected train is traveling. Is common sense completely dead in America today? Did intellectual honesty have a moonlight clause? We don't have a shortage of capital or liquidity in this country. We have a shortage of honesty and trust. Where are the Americans that will stop talking about the president or the parties and instead start talking about right and wrong? Where are those who will stand up and say, common sense still lives at my house, and it's about time it's applied in Washington? America has let thieves into her home, and that nagging in your gut is a final warning that our country is about to be stolen. Our founding fathers understood that our rights and our liberties are gifts from God. They also understood that we are an intuitive people. If all of that is true, then it only makes common sense that He would alert us to our impending loss. And now He is. Shame on us for ignoring Him for so long. Through blood and sacrifice, we have been given the precious gift of self-rule and freedom. But because this gift was simply handed to us, we esteem it far too lightly. Many an erstwhile patriot has sold his birthright for the perceived security of free government housing, corporate or personal welfare dependency, or by failing to remember the delicate balance between master and minion. After the signing of the Constitution, Benjamin Franklin was asked by a woman on the street, "What have you given us, sir?" Franklin responded, "A republic, if you can keep it." A critical moment in history has come. Our republic is in jeopardy. Can we keep it? If the answer to that question, as I fear, is no, then we have no one to blame but ourselves. For too long we have ignored, enabled, or embraced the flawed character of those we selected to protect and defend our Constitution. By lowering our standards for them, we've lowered the standards for ourselves. We just wanted a life of ease, a life of little consequence and high reward. To get it, we repeatedly empowered thieves, liars, and con men simply because they promised us ease. Now, because we've trained them that repeated injury has no consequence, they've grown bold and fearless. When we do speak up, they'll ease our pain with pork or a steady stream of entitlements and financial candy, and we all go back to sleep.